Hello students, welcome to Ad Uncle. Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So today we are going to start with mathematical methods revision. And first of all, we will be discussing about Fourier series. And this is the first question to start with. Now see, it is cos square x and sin square x. So both are even functions. Because it is square, na?
Yes, sir.
So for even functions, we know that b coefficients, they are 0.
Yes, sir.
So it means A, B, D options are wrong and only correct option would be C. But there may be multiple options of this kind. Na? For example, there may be another option in which they say A21 is half and A22 is again half. Then what to do in such a case? So for that, what we can do right now, see, f1x is cos square x, na? And it can be written like 1 plus cos 2x by 2, and it is half plus half cos 2x, na? And clearly, because its coefficients, they are denoted by an1 bn1, so it will be a21, na?
Yes, sir. It's half only.
A21 is half, and f2x, because it is sine square x, so it will be this is a22. And the third one is the usual method, okay, by which you can calculate a naught.
But that's lengthy, bit lengthy.
Yes. So these two are the shortcut ones. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Here it should be fx. No, Arun. See, you need to find the coefficient of cos 2x. And yes, Jayashree, very good. If you remember the Fourier series of the function, then you will see that we write this series in this format, na? So coefficient of cos 2x will be A2, na? And obviously it will be given by 1 by pi minus pi to pi fx cos 2x. This is the general formula, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
L is pi, na, here, because usually we say it is minus L to L or the interval is 2L. So here it is 2 pi, so L is pi. So 1 by pi from minus pi to 0, value of the function is 0, so it will be 0 and we are left with 0 to pi only, which is sin x cos 2x. And now I can make use of formula sin A cos B type. So first of all, let us multiply and divide by 2. So it becomes 2 sin A cos B. So it will be sin 3x minus sin x. Na? Okay. So now you can solve it. That's it. Just the usual integration. So minus cos 3x by 3 plus cos x 0 to pi. If you solve it, you will end up getting option D. You can check. And you are saving a lot of your time in the exam by directly calculating it.
Yes, sir.
But if you go for AN and then in the end put n equal to 2, that will be very much time consuming. No need to go for AN. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let us see who is able to solve this in a short span of time. See how it should be done. First of all, sin x, cosine x, they are well-defined functions. Means their period is fixed, na? Period of sin x, cos x, it is
Yes, sir.
2 pi.
Yes, sir.
So either we can take the limits from 0 to 2 pi, or according to our convenience, it may be from minus pi to pi, because then we have additional advantage of getting Bn coefficients to be 0, na?
Yes, sir.
Because of the symmetric limits. Otherwise, if it is from 0 to 2 pi, then we cannot say anything about Bn coefficients. So I'm taking it to be from minus pi to pi according to my convenience. Okay. This part is clear.
Yes, sir.
So because it is mod x, so Bn is 0. That is beta n. They are saying. So beta n is 0 for all n. That will be 0 for all n. Na? So it means clearly C and D options are wrong. Because we cannot say that beta n is 0 for even n only or for odd n only. It is 0 for all n. Now I have to check for alpha n, that is an. So no need to go for alpha n again. Suppose I solve it for alpha 1 and it comes out to be 0. Then obviously it will be 0 for odd n. And if it is non-zero, then it will be non-zero for odd n and 0 for even n. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Because alpha 1 is easy to evaluate. See, it comes out to be 0. And they are asking us about non-zero. It means alpha n is not equal to 0 for even n. Na? Because for odd n, it is coming out to be 0. That is the answer. So no need to calculate alpha n. So you can check it for alpha 1 or alpha 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And again, if you go for alpha n, you can see it will take another 5 to 10 minutes because the expression will be general and quite lengthy. And moreover, integration will also be quite lengthy because it will be cos nx then. This one. So you have to calculate the value of a naught. First of all, we need to define the function again. See, again, I can take the limits from -1 to 1 na? Because they will be symmetric, and from 0 to 1, fx is equal to x. Na? When x lies between 0 and 1, and it is clearly minus x when x lies between -1 to 0. Please check.
Yes, sir.
So this is an even function. Na? It is clear from the graph also. And period of fx that we have taken is 2, na? From -1 to 1.
Yes, sir.
So a naught will be, because it is usually half of the period, na? And from 0 to 1, it is x only. Na? Oh, 1. And they are asking us about a naught only. So C option is the answer. Na?
Yes, sir.
And there is one more way. When we studied about Fourier series, we said that this provides us with the average value of the function. Na? So in
Yes,
order
sir.
to get the idea about A naught, I can go for the average value of the function. So there are three parts by which we can get the average value. If I want to get the average value from between -1 to 1, then this is the triangle. Or there are two triangles if you want to take this one and this one. Okay, so it is entirely up to you. Clear? Now, average means what is the area of this triangle? Anyone?
1 into
Half
half.
into base into one.
Half.
Half.
1 into half. Half into 1 into half, na? Plus half into 1 into half. This is the area. Total is half, na?
Yes, sir.
And if average is half, then what is A naught? Clearly 1, na?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
half into
Equal.
1 into 1
सर
होगा.
हाफ into वन आएगा ना.
Half into
1 into 1.
1 into 1.
वैसे कर लो, नीचे डिवाइड भी तो करेंगे बेटा. चलो मैं दो पार्ट्स में कर देता हूँ. दिस इज द एरिया.
Yes sir, समझ गए सर. Divide by 2.
डिवाइड भी एवरेज निकालना है ना आपको. इंटीग्रेशन
Yes sir.
ये तो सम आएगा ना. कितने पीरियड के ऊपर आपने सम करा? आपने करा -1 to 1, तो वो भी तो 2 होता है ना विड्थ.
Yes sir, yes.
तो वो आप कंबाइन कर लीजिए डिवाइड. नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट. सो 1/2 आया ना. Is it clear to all? I need to find the average, na? So that is the sum only. So how I am going to get the average? So sum divided by the time width, na? X width, okay, over which I have taken the sum, and the sum has been taken from -1 to 1, that is 2. So that is A naught. Clear? This is another way in case of graphical, only when the graph is given. Clear?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can see there are at least two methods of solving each question in Fourier series. One is the shortcut one, other is the lengthy one. So it is entirely up to you which method you want to use. This is the hint from my side. No, Rita. This will be the formula. Very good, Humera. It's wrong, Aditya. Yes, what, Kajal? Kapil. Kapil, it's wrong. Durga, it's wrong. Please check everyone. Because usually this is 2L, so 2L is equal to pi, so L is pi by 2, and then I have used the formula. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one question from Fourier series is sure. You can see every year one question is there. So you have to find the ratio of the Fourier coefficients of first and third harmonic. Yes, Durga, very good. So now the problem is I need to find both AN and BN because function is neither odd nor even. So it may be the ratio of the A coefficients or B coefficients. Okay, and that I need to find. Yes, Abhay, Ritika. And the only way is by solving for AN and BN. So rather than solving AN, you can go for A1. But I don't recommend because why? There is a reason. Suppose it is the ratio of A coefficients. Then again, you need to solve for A3 or rather AN to get the answer. So instead of that, if you straight away go for AN, so that can solve your purpose. No? Okay. So that is the reason I'm going for AN and BN in this particular problem. So this one is clearly zero. No? It means it is the ratio of B coefficients. So now we will solve it for BN. And because both the coefficients are odd, no? First and third. Okay, so for odd n, this term will contribute -2. So it will give us 2 by n pi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now I need to take the ratio of B1 and B3. So I need to take the ratio of B1 to B3. So B1 will be 2 by pi, B3 will be 2 by 3 pi. So it is nothing but 3, which is option C. Please check everyone.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us try to plot the graph of the function first. This is the graph at x equal to pi minus pi. Please check. Aditya, it's wrong. Akash, it's wrong. For an even function, Bn is 0, not An. Therefore, Bn is clearly 0. So these two options are wrong. So now the only confusion is between A and C. Okay, so we can check for A naught. Okay, so L is equal to pi. And be careful. Here the formula is A naught, not A naught by 2. So now in the formula for A naught, you need to write 2 pi instead of pi. Yes, Rita, Humera. Because this is an even function, so can I write it twice 0 to pi fx dx? So which is non-zero, so it means A option is correct. Everyone please check.
Yes, sir.
Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
So let us see more questions. Conceptual one, no need to solve. आई होप सबको आता है, मुझे बताने की नीड नहीं है। वेरी गुड रीटा, अरुण, दुर्गा, कपिल, अबे। अब इससे इजी क्वेश्चन तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि पूछा जा सकता है
Yes, sir.
बेस्ड ऑन 4 ईयर सीरीज। इवन ऑड का आपको देखना है और आंसर कर देना है। लिमिट्स उन्होंने सिमेट्रिक दे दिए। ओके, सो यू नीड टू चेक फॉर इवन ऑड फंक्शन बिकॉज limits are symmetric from minus t by 2 to t by 2. So f1t, it is an even function. This is an odd. So in case of even function, we know that en coefficients are non-zero and bn are 0. So B option. And for f2t, because it is an odd function, so en is 0, bn non-zero. Please check everyone.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt to anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So this 4 year series topic is complete. Okay. So I have discussed all the questions. And now the second topic for today is matrices. Very good, Aditya, Jayashri, Arun, Rita. तो आपको इनकरेक्ट बताना था दुर्गा, करेक्ट थोड़ी बताना था.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Abe, it's wrong. Yes, Kapil. Yes, Durga. So clearly it is its own transpose. So this option is correct. So this will be wrong. And eigenvalues are coming out to be -1 and 1. You can check from the eigenvalue equation.
Yes, sir.
So then you can go for inverse also. Na? Determinant is -1. Na? I need to take transpose also. Na? But that will not make any difference. Okay. It is an orthogonal matrix. Okay. So this information is wrong. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the condition for orthogonal?
A transpose A.
A transpose A equal to identity matrix.
A transpose equal to,
A transpose equal to I.
yeah. Or I can say M transpose is M inverse.
Yes, sir.
Same na. So you can see M transpose is M and M inverse is also M. Both are equal. So that's why it is orthogonal. And we know that the symmetric part is P plus P transpose by 2, na? Please check.
Yes, sir.
कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया एक एलिमेंट में मैंने. टू बी था ना यहाँ पे.
2B.
तो बी ए माइनस 1. तो डी ऑप्शन. And if they ask you about asymmetric or antisymmetric part, then
half
Half
of
A
P
minus
minus
A.
P power.
yes, P minus P transpose by 2. So which is clearly the equation of an ellipse, and this is the semi-major axis. Now this is semi-minor because root 5 is greater than root 3. So B option is correct. Na?
Yes, sir.
Equation of ellipse, general equation of an ellipse is this. Of an ellipse with semi-major axis and semi-minor axis as A and B. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Durga. Yes, Abhay, Rita, very good. See, it is given that P and Q both are symmetric. So P dash equal to P, Q dash equal to Q. Now, PQ is symmetric if PQ transpose is PQ. So it means Q dash P dash is PQ. Q dash is Q, P dash is P. So QP is equal to PQ. C option. Na? Please check.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Arun, Rita. So let us calculate the eigenvalues of this. Then later on I can divide by root 2. Na? So real lambda is so clearly their mode is 1, na? And they are complex. Please check.
Yes, sir.
सर यहाँ लैम्डा इक्वल टू आपने I प्लस माइनस 1 लिखा है, यहाँ √2 कहाँ गया नीचे वाला?
ये मैंने इसके निकाले हैं बेटा.
ओके सर, यस
के लिए बाद में करा है ना मैंने, एंड में करा है.
यस सर यस.
That's why I have written them as lambda 1 and lambda 2 और उसको मैंने lambda लिखा. Just to make the calculation easier, nothing else. Otherwise that √2 factor will be here every time, na?
Yes sir, I got.
So 2n cross n matrices, that is square matrices, are given such that one of them is Hermitian So be careful while answering this question. No, away, it's wrong. See, I gave you the trick while discussing this question in our course, that if we multiply a Hermitian matrix by iota or into purely imaginary number, then it will become skew Hermitian and vice versa. Okay. And if you multiply a skew Hermitian matrix with purely imaginary, then we will end up getting Hermitian matrix. So P is already Hermitian. Q was skew Hermitian. So by multiplying Q by iota, we can get it to be Hermitian, and we know that sum of two Hermitian matrices is Hermitian. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now lots of students, they are having confusion regarding option B. So if you have any such kind of confusion in the exam, then you can check this iota PQ dagger. So this will be minus iota Q dagger P dagger, and Q is anti-Hermitian, so it will be minus Q. P is Hermitian, so it will be P. So it is iota QP, not iota PQ. So there is difference between iota PQ and iota QP. So I cannot tell anything about the nature of iota PQ. Okay, क्योंकि order ही change हो गया ना. Clear? So how can you say that it is iota PQ? Because matrix multiplication is not commutative. This PQ is not equal to QP. Remember, they are not the same thing in general. So that's why this is wrong. And similarly, you can check rest of the options by taking their dagger. If it comes out to be same, then it is Hermitian. And if it is negative of it, then it is skew Hermitian. Clear?
Yes, sir.
सर ऑप्शन डी को कैसे चेक करेंगे?
ये तो बहुत ही सिंपल है.
ये सर वो माइनस आ जाएगा. ओके सर.
E माइनस क्यू बन जाएगा ना.
सर ओके सर, ध्यान नहीं दिया सर.
Hint from my side is you can make use of Cayley-Hamilton theorem to get the answer. Because in all the options, the answer it is in the form of matrix. And only by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can get this type of answer. Na? Yes, Arun, Durga. So now let us try to make the characteristic eigenvalue equation of the given matrix. And then later on, we can replace lambda by m because it is a square matrix. And for any square matrix, according to Cayley-Hamilton theorem, if we replace lambda by the matrix itself, then even then that equation will be true. So if we multiply by m inverse, m inverse is m square minus I. Clear?
Yes sir.
So one of the eigenvalues is given and they are asking you about the second eigenvalue. Yes, Arun, Durga, Rita. Yes, Aditya. Yes, Abe, Humera. Because trace and determinant both are real, so obviously eigenvalues will be complex conjugate of each other. Na? Only then the sum and product can be real. Yes, Vak Kajal. Okay. So lambda 1 is, otherwise you can write it in this manner. It is 2 plus 2 iota. So it is given that lambda 1 plus lambda 2 is 4 and lambda 1 lambda 2 is 8. So this gives us lambda 2 as 2 minus 2 iota. That is 2 1 minus iota. You can check. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, there is no need, because by adding these, we are not going to get 4. Na? By adding these, we are not going to get 4. And again, so only this option is correct, na? By which we are getting the sum. No need to check this. Only by finding the sum you can get the answer. Yes, Arun, Rita, Durga. Let the matrix is this. This is the matrix. and 1 plus iota na, D option na. Please check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will end today's session here.